Hello and welcome to Soul Steps. I'm David Gallagher. I was in a consignment furniture store with my sister one day, and while we were there looking at furniture, a woman walked in and went up to the front counter where a mom, the owner of the company, and her middle-aged son were. And she explained to them that her mom had recently passed and had some furniture that she was wanting to either consign or sell. And then she said, "But I've sent you repeated emails and I've never heard anything back from you." Well, the son proceeded to explain to this woman that his father had recently passed and had thrown the family into some upheaval, and he apologized that they hadn't gotten back to her. Well, then this woman decided she needed to counter with the fact that her mom had recently passed, and that's why she had all this furniture to get rid of, and that basically that was no excuse for them not getting back to her because business still has to be taken care of. Anyway, as my sister and I sat there watching and listening to this, it was getting, slightly uncomfortable. Well, then the young man and his mom proceeded to ask this lady, "What is it you have for sale? Or that you want to consign?" And she said, "Well, I've got this." And they would say, "No, not interested. Current buyers aren't interested in that. What else do you have?" She'd tell them, "Yeah, not interested in that. That just won't sell." So this went on 4, 5, 6 times. And finally, the last time, the young man just said, "I am so sorry, but we're not interested in any of the things that you have because the current market is not demanding any of those things." Well, that really got this woman upset. And she was very angry that they had not gotten back to her and that all these weeks had gone by and she had wasted her time. And it just was an awful situation. And I stood there watching this and thought to myself, this is really sad because nobody is coming out of this a winner or successful. But it made me think of the passage in the scripture in Proverbs chapter 26, verse 17, where it says, "Like one who grabs a stray dog by the ears is someone who rushes into a quarrel, not their own." The Message Bible says, "You grab a mad dog by the ears when you butt into a quarrel that's none of your business." Now, in this particular case, I knew it was none of my business. I was a bystander. I was, as it were, a passerby. I just happened to be there to witness all this, but it wasn't my problem. There was no temptation whatsoever for me to insert myself. But it did make me think about how often events can unfold in front of us that we're party to or close enough to see what's going on, and we're tempted to get involved. And that's especially true when it has to do with people we know, people we love, friends, family. Want to encourage you today that when you see difficulty rise up or conflict in front of you, that you maybe do one of several things. First, ask yourself, does this situation involve me directly? And if it doesn't, stay out of it. Secondly, if something is rising up in front of you or of conflict or difficulty between parties, just be watching for an invitation by both parties to ask you to come in and mediate and be a peacemaker. If that happens and you're invited in by both sides, then pray about it and consider whether or not you're to get involved to help bring some peace. And thirdly, if you know you're to keep your nose out of it, at least put your knees into it and be a prayer and intercessor that the situation can be resolved amicably. It's really important, the old, it's that saying, "Not my circus, not my monkeys." Apparently that's comes from an old Polish proverb that has to do with when horses and cows come onto your property and it's your property but someone else's horses and cows are on it, don't feel like you have to be responsible to look after them. So today, When you see things, all hell breaking loose maybe in front of you or some drama happening close by, really think about whether you're to be part of it or not. And if you're not a direct party to it, stay out of it. Keep your nose out, but put your knees in the form of prayer. Thanks for watching today. If you'd like to contact us or you have prayer needs, write us at hello@soulsteps.org. We'd like to remember you in our prayers. And as you're able, if you'd remember us in your giving, you can go to soulsteps.org and you'll see there how you can donate to support our work. Thanks, and God bless you.